I miss her so much. We're gonna call the guy that I'm talking about Mur because I need, oh my god, we're gonna call him Mur. I need something to call him. We're gonna call him Mur. So Mur and me, we got to talking, and we obviously both liked each other. We ended up talking every single day, and like we would text, we would FaceTime after school, everything. But poor little me had no idea what was coming because this guy was so freaking evil. He was very controlling of little freaking 14-year-old me, and I would never even be doing anything bad. Like before him, I didn't even ever think about guys. So like obviously, but he would always say, "Oh, I can't trust you." And little me, I'm like, no, like, you can trust me. Now I'm like, okay, you don't trust me then. Like, I don't understand. But he was, like, basically trying to manipulate me. So he would always tell me that, like, no, we can't date because I don't trust you. Like, I need to trust you before I ever date you. And, like, we were talking for months. Everybody thought that we were dating because we would always be, like, walking around school together. Everybody just was, like, we were dating. And came around Valentine's Day. We weren't dating. He didn't ask me to be his Valentine. I didn't care. I was young. Like, I had never even spent Valentine's Day with anybody, so I was, like, I don't care. I didn't think he was getting me anything, and, like, I came into school on Valentine's Day, like it was normal. It was a normal day. He was ignoring me the whole day, and I didn't do anything, so I was like, what the heck, like... But he'd pulled stuff like this so many times before, like, the not talking to me game so many times. So, like, whatever. And come, like, 7th period, he was looking at me, like, the whole entire time. And I was like, what? Like, what are you looking at me for? And he was like, I just can't believe you're that freaking rude and that freaking disrespectful. And I'm like, what are you on about? And he's like, have you been to your locker today? And I'm like, yeah, I've been to my locker today. And he's like, great, okay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, okay, you're not going to say anything about what I got for you. And I'm like, first of all, he didn't get me any of this stuff. It was obviously his mother. So don't go thinking, oh, whatever. Like, we were 14. So obviously his mom bought it for me. But anyways, like, he didn't get me anything. So I was confused. And then he's like, your locker number is this, right? And I'm like, he put it in the wrong locker. And he was mad at me because I didn't find it because it wasn't in my locker. But I can only imagine how confused the person who it was their locker. Can only imagine how confused they were. But anyways, okay, so he had ripped up the stuff that he got for me. Like, when I got it, it was ripped up. Like, he had gone to that locker and ripped it up. And mind you, all day, whenever I would go up to him, he would, like, shove me away. Like, he would physically, like, shove me away. And I'm like, what the? And I remember one time he was super mad at me. And it was because I gave a guy a Starburst. And this was a guy that I've known since, like, kindergarten. And he asked me for a Starburst. And I was like, sure, yeah, here. Like, I just don't, like, I don't care like that. If anybody would have asked me for a Starburst, I would have been like, yeah, here you go. And he was specifically mad because I gave the guy a red one. He was like, you gave him a good flavor too, like, what is I was genuinely so gagged, like, at the whole situation, and I remember telling so many people about it, and, like, he would always get mad. I remember one time, another guy, like, had asked me for, some of the cereal that I had, and I had a whole bag of cereal. I was like, sure, yeah, here, have some. Like, I don't care. And then he found out about that and got mad. And when he would get mad, he would not talk to me for the whole day. He would not text me for the whole day. He would let me, like, freak out and, like, whatever. He would let me follow him around school with me not saying anything. But then, obviously, you know, because I'm me and nothing has changed. We had stopped talking, but I, like, went back and I texted him and I was like, I miss you. Because I just never changed, you know, and I've always been that person. And he was like, oh my gosh, I miss you so much. And I wish that I could go back in our text messages, but it was back when I had an Android, so, like, I don't have his, like, anything anymore. But oh my gosh, he would get mad at me over everything. It was the craziest thing. And, like, when I think back on it, I'm like, yeah, like, that's why men stress me out so much, because the first guy that I ever talked to, like, when you're young like that, it's supposed to be so innocent and, like, you know what I mean? But for a majority of my freshman year, I was sitting there stressing out over a guy because he didn't trust me. I was low-key so ugly back then, so I'm not even gonna say that I could have done better, because, like, girl, I'm kidding. Everybody can do better and nobody should be treated badly, but I'm just mean to myself. Yeah, but he was really toxic. Like, I'm forgetting so much stuff. Well, not even forgetting, but, like, just, I don't have time to talk about every single thing. It just always hurt my feelings so much when he told me that he couldn't trust me, because I would literally, like, text him, call him all day long, and then, like, whenever I would, like, get a notification or something, he would lose his mind and be like, I know it's a guy, like, whatever. I'm like, I literally have never talked to another guy. Like, in my life, let alone right now. It's so bewildering because like I literally never even considered talking to a guy, and then the first guy that I talked to treated me like that. Like, oh. Anyways, I hope y'all like that story time. I didn't have anything else to talk about, so I thought I would talk about that. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later.